When you look at Charleston, you see that he was the greatest of the Negro League players. There's some players who are known for being great at one thing, but Charleston was great at everything.
From an early age, Oscar Charleston sought adventure. Born in 1896, he lied about his age when he was 15 and volunteered to fight with the U.S. military in the Philippines, where he first played organized baseball with his military unit. He returned to Indianapolis 3 years later and joined the Indianapolis ABCs, an all-black touring squad sponsored by the American Brewing Company.
The Indianapolis ABCs were the city's first fully professional black baseball club. In 1914, the ABCs hired a manager to take the team to a new level, and that new manager was C.I. Taylor.
The son of a Methodist minister, Taylor was a strict disciplinarian who demanded great respect from Charleston and the rest of his teammates.
It wasn't a team of rough and tumble ball players. C.I. Taylor himself was college educated, had done a stint with the 10th Cavalry, and was very regimented, and he did not allow his players to drink, smoke, cuss, gamble, mistreat women. They were proper gentlemen and were expected to behave.
They called him the Hoosier Comet. Charleston was a superstar among a team of many stars. Within 2 seasons, he led the team in batting, pitching, fielding, and base stealing. On the field, he rarely struggled, but off the field, the team often found it difficult to travel through many areas of the U.S. where Jim Crow attitudes prevented African Americans from eating in local restaurants or staying in local hotels.
They might find people willing to take in the players, or more often than not, they'd be barnstorming and they'd sleep in the car and catch naps or sleep on the train, or sack out in the dugout for a couple hours before they took the field.
By 1920, through Taylor's leadership and Oscar Charleston's ability to draw large crowds, the ABCs worked with other black barnstorming teams to organize a new professional circuit, the Negro National League, separate but athletically equal to the all-white Major League.
In 1921, he was the highest paid player in black baseball. With reason. He was hitting the most home runs. He was hitting as many home runs as Babe Ruth was doing in Major League Baseball. He was just chalking up stats that were phenomenal. And for Charleston, food wouldn't have been a problem. Women would actually bring pies to the ballpark for him, trying to win his favor.
Inspired by his old coach, Oscar Charleston went on to become a manager in the Negro National League for more than 3 decades, coaching and playing with other stars like Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson. In the 1940s, Charleston worked alongside Brooklyn Dodgers team owner Branch Rickey to create an all-black league that would serve to funnel players into Major League Baseball and help to integrate the nation's pastime. In less than 2 years, Rickey would sign Jackie Robinson to play for the Dodgers, changing baseball and sports forever. Today, baseball statisticians rank Charleston as the 4th greatest player in baseball history, behind only Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, and Willie Mays.
Managers like John McGraw, who knew Charleston, had seen him play. McGraw recognized Charleston as a talent who, if somebody could cross the line, Charleston certainly would be it. So there's that kind of respect he had and that perception.